Today is Wednesday. If I go to Burger King, I get a Whopper for $3. It's a Wednesday Whopper day. Wendy's has Wendy's has a in March called March Madness, and their hamburgers are $1 each. And on in March, I wash dishes furiously before Wendy's closes so that I can buy a hamburger for $1. I sound like I sound like I sound wimpy. In the cartoon strip Popeyes, Wimpy loves cheeseburgers. Okay, where was I? Yes. Now, just like opening up a YouTube video, I have to be consistent in my presentation in order to preserve the integrity of the story that I'm about to disclose to my to me myself on YouTube. And therefore, detraction to talk about burgers is probably not a consistent thing to do. Now, consistency in day trading, uh, see, it's amazing to me. It's like the Mack truck of ideas is right in front of me, speeding at 100 miles an hour to smack me in my mind. Okay? So a few weeks ago, I saw this SMB Capital presentation, and the the gravity of the situation did not hit me. It's like the Mack truck was right there in my mind, to ready to perform a smackdown. And so this is an individual who has a trading firm. Okay, he has a trading firm, and he along with his founders, co-partners, founders, created a program to teach individuals to become a sophisticated seven-figure and up traders. Also, he has been doing this for many, 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 many years with great result. And he is in a company of individuals with the same credentials, as well as individuals in his stable of a firm, within his firm, seven-figure, eight-figure traders. And he has, uh, and everything has been substantiated, and to great effect. He has posted the contents of his knowledge on Twitter and as well as YouTube. Then then about a month or two ago, he posted one video about within a upscale hotel meeting room, along with many of his uh, fellow traders, and he made this comment. Now, his credentials, his credibility, and his knowledge, he placed and he made this statement. So when a statement is stated by somebody like him with years of credibility, and he says, and in alignment with a investment guru, investment. Uh, so I would call this individual an investment. Um, I mean, he's the father of investment, just like the author of Intelligent Investor. I mean, because he has been consistent for. So he started investing maybe 70 years. That's Warren Buffett, and he makes this statement and created a rule that says don't lose money 1, 2, and 3. Right? Then so Mike Bellafiore is the founder of S&B Capital, along with others. So he says in a meeting room full of sophisticated, intelligent, and 7 to 8 figure traders sitting in the audience, and he makes this comment, right? He makes that comment, and made public to scrutinizing individuals worldwide, despite the fact the number of audience members are small because there are sophisticated individuals. These are sophisticated individuals who have traded in their previous career to get into a sophisticated an area called day trading, and you have to be sophisticated upon sophisticated in order to succeed in this sophisticated market and discipline. And he makes this comment. He says, what are the 3 rules of trading? And he lists it out jokingly, in a humorous way. And he says, the first rule is consistency. The second rule, as he asks the audience, what is it? And the audience chirps in and says, it's consistency. And what do you think the third rule is? Consistency. So when a man, in this particular instance, it could be others, but in this case, when he says consistency, consistency, consistency. Now, when I saw that video about a month ago, I as somebody who isn't consistent, okay, isn't consistent, it didn't hit. It didn't. The Mack truck did not collide with my mind yet. It didn't hit me at that moment. But as my mind churned and churned and churned to appreciate the comment that he made, it finally dawned on me. The Mack truck is essentially, I have to look it up on YouTube and how much it weighs and how much. Usually when a vehicle moves at about, right now the highways are legalized to be driven at about 85 miles an hour, I think, right? So a Mack truck moving at 85 miles an hour with, usually trucks carry substantial amount of materials in a trailer that's attached. And trailers are usually, sometimes they may be like 30 or 40 feet long, and they're about maybe 10 feet tall, and it can carry sometimes with wheels they're called 18-wheelers, right? And so each wheel has the capability of supporting about 2 tons. So 2 tons times, rounding up to about 20 wheels, right? 20 wheels, about 2 tons, that's about 400 tons. So these 400 tons of massiveness rolling downhill with a grade of about 3 or 4% downhill, right? And traveling at a significant amount of speed. And then there's this, my mind is right there at the maximum point where the speed and the weight and everything is colliding with this concept called consistency. Smackdown. So I'm sitting here, finally realizing, and yesterday, as I was washing dishes, I finally collided with this concept of what is consistency. Smack! See, my mind is in disarray right now because I was smacked down. It was a smackdown of understanding the full impact of a Mack truck slamming into my mind, saying, it's like people want to say, oh, your mind is blown, right? When some idea is so profound and it finally hits, when it finally hits and the mind scatters and blows up and gets destroyed, it has to be regrouped. It's like a solar system forming out of the ashes of out of the particles and fragmentations of these things are forming into the solar system. Materials are colliding and grouping together, and foundations are found and understanding it. It's like God saying, "Let there be." Let there be, what's the first thing? In the beginning, and God made the heaven and the earth. Right there, right? So it finally dawned on me after 4 years of roaming around, not knowing where I am, like Israelites when Moses brought them out of Egypt, scattered everywhere, not knowing where to go, trying to figure out where their home is. It's like that. It's like finding consistency. The word of consistency. Consistency. Why is consistency so important? Because it sets a foundation of sets the foundation. It is a creation. It is a definition of the viability. It is the definition of the viability of a discipline that I have chosen. Consistency defines how big I can go. It defines my credibility. It defines my worthiness. It defines what I'm doing as a day trader, whether it's credible or not credible. It separates the individuals who are gambling. It separates between the person who knows. It is the difference between heaven and earth. Consistency is a Saint Peter at the heaven's door asking, what is consistency? If you can answer that, you may enter into heaven. But if you don't know, you cannot enter. So here you are living on earth, probably at an average age of, 75 to 80 years old. And you're up there after a Mack truck slams into you, and then you're at the pearly gates, and St. Peter asks you, what is consistency?